Hello again, my listeners. This is your soul teacher. Welcome again to my channel. It's another beautiful day. I always have to acknowledge the beauty of creation, because just being able to see that the day exists or another day has come means that we are still above ground. We are still alive. We are still in the form, in the flesh. So it's enough reason to be grateful and to give thanks to the universal consciousness for allowing us to be here. And it also simply means that our journey is not over, because, my listeners, all of us are on a journey. All of us are here to achieve a particular goal, which is to become conscious. That is our aim, or that is the reason why we came on this earth, to be conscious. I know I haven't posted any videos in a while, maybe about 3 to 4 weeks, but nonetheless, I am still working on me. I'm still being developed. My consciousness levels are increasing per second. I see things more clearly. My awareness has grown much greater. The spaciousness inside of me has evolved, has grown, and I'm able to understand life more on a deeper level. And this occurs when I am present, or when we are present, meaning that you are not in time. You quiet your thoughts. You allow your inner vibrations to increase. And I plan to do videos on vibrations and consciousness and so on in the future. But this morning, my listeners, I just want to talk to you. I just want to reason with you. As usual, I'm on my way to work, so you'll hear the bikes passing, the trucks, the horns. Forgive me for that, because this is the time when I am most in tune to my levels of vibration. I'm most in tune to my consciousness inside. I just want to talk to you as a people. I just want to express myself, express what is happening on the inside, thoughts I'm having. I don't like what is happening in my country, in Jamaica, my listeners. I don't like it. And it's actually not only in Jamaica, but it's in the world. And as I've done in previous videos, where I have indicated that symptoms occurs in the society, various symptoms, whether it be crime and violence or domestic abuse or whatever it is, poverty. And these things are just symptoms. They arise from root causes. They arise from underlying issues. So when we see certain things happening, issues coming out, we know that we need to approach them on a deep level. We have to be able to find the root causes of issues in societies, in countries, in the world, because we are all one people. There's nothing that separates us apart from maybe borders, geographical spaces that separates us from each other, but we are all connected. We are not only connected with other people through the consciousness that is within us, or the life source that is in us. We are connected to animals, plants. Everything that you see is a representation of creation. It's a representation of the life source that created all of this. So we are not separate. We might be separate individuals, but we are not separate in terms of life and nature. We are all connected. Now, people, what I want to share with you this morning is that we are all here for a purpose. We're all on earth for a purpose. I have some really deep information for you, but I have to give you in stages. I'm currently working on a book, that will have quite a number of information in it, but I have some deep information to share with my people, and eventually I'll get there, but it's a lot, and I have to be careful how I put it out there, because we all vibrate on different levels, my people, levels of vibration. And as I said, I'll be doing a video on levels of vibration where I'll explain what that is and how to find your level of vibration. All right, because as I said, we are energy source, energy field. We emit energy, we vibrate. It's not visible to the eyes, but one example, and everybody should have this experience, where if you're talking to somebody who has a negative spirit or a negative energy, you pick it up, because your energy vibrates with their energy. So if they are a negative energy, you pick it up. So that is what I'm talking about, my listeners. We vibrate. We are energy and matter. So the consciousness that is in us, the cosmic force that is in us, the universal force that is within us, that is what vibrates. That is a life that is in us. So energy and matter. Matter is just the body, the form that you see. That, as I said, when we look at each other, we are just looking at a form. We are not looking at the real life source. The real life source is formless. You can't see the real life source because it's energy. So, my listeners, as I said, I am concerned about how we are living as a people. Not everyone will wake up at the same time, in the sense that not everyone will be conscious at the same time. It depends on your journey, why you're here on earth. And as I said, our main purpose is to become conscious. Our main purpose is to become our highest, truest spiritual self. And this level of spirituality or our consciousness will help your transition when you die, or when the body dies, because life cannot die. It's the body that dies. This might not mean much to some persons, but for those who understand what I'm saying, then you will understand that life is a cycle, and depending on your level of consciousness or spirituality when you die, it will determine how you transition into the spiritual world, into the spiritual realm. My concern is, my listeners, how people are treating each other these days. We have lost connection with our inner selves. We are more external. We live our lives in terms of what we see, the physical. We focus more on the physical. That means what I can have, what I can gain, the education I can gain, the cars, the money, the houses, the bling bling, the being on social media and putting up, posting pictures, posting videos, showing that you have a exorbitant lifestyle. But all of this is just physical. It doesn't mean anything, because you could be so rich, but yet still you're empty inside. This simply means, my listeners, that life is more than just the physical. Life is more than just what we see. That is just like 5% of life, what you see. 95% of life is on the inside. That's where everything happens, on the inside. That's where the magic is. Because if you were to wonder, my listeners, have you ever thought about how your genetical makeup works? As in, stay alive? How do you breathe? How does blood flow through your veins? Have you ever wondered about that? It's so magnificent how the universal consciousness or the universal intelligence manifests in us, keeps us alive. When you eat something, did you know that when you eat something, you eat a piece of bread, did you know that eventually when it digests, it becomes human? The universal intelligence transition that bread into human. So when you digest it, whatever you eat becomes human. What else can do something like that? That's your body. That's your body doing that. And we cannot see the magnificence of this because we cannot see internally. We cannot see what is happening on our inside. But if you should think about it, when you eat something, it becomes human being. Right? Now, the point I'm making this morning, my listeners, is that we are so great, we are so magnificent, but we focus too much on the physical, what we see, what we are taught, or we are socialized, or we are told that this is life, this is what you need to do to live a happy life. And my listeners, up till today, February 10th, 2020, it is not working because people are still unhappy. People, as a matter of fact, it is worse because a simple thing as a relationship, persons are not able to navigate their way through a relationship anymore. People have disputes and it end up with someone dying. So it simply means that what we are being taught, how we are being socialized, it's not working. It is not working. So we need to start looking inside, my listeners. Look inside for solutions to problems. The government is confused in the sense that they just don't know what to do because what they are doing is based on their knowledge, or what their mind, what they have learned in school. But it requires a deeper level of interrogation, a deeper connection to our true nature to help us to understand how to live, how to solve problems. If we cannot connect to our true nature, we won't be able to solve problems. And that is what is the problem with our governments. I'm not saying it's just one, it's everybody. We depend too much on our mind, on what we have learned. Our minds are limited. It's limited only to information that you put in your mind. That's the information that you have to work with, based on your levels of education, based on your socialization. That's the information that is in your brain. That's the information that you have to solve problems, and it cannot solve problems. You have to become connected with your source, connected with your inner self. That's where all the information is. Right? Now, if it is that our country is to become better, we as a people have to go back to the source. We have to go back to our nature, our true nature. I know that social media has taken the attention of majority of persons. We are constantly on social media. Persons are not able to even interact with each other anymore. We are not able to communicate with each other, and this is one of the things that is destroying us. It's pushing us further and further away from each other. It is causing us to be disconnected, and we need each other. We can't survive without each other. We have to be able to communicate, show love, show affection, show care. We have to be able to do these things, my listeners, to be able to live in harmony with each other. So let us start there. Let us start by looking at ourselves, looking on our inside. Go deep. Practice to be more present, meaning that you are not in the past. You don't worry about the past too much. you forgive. If you need to forgive somebody or you need to forgive yourself, you forgive and you move on. You don't worry about the future, because the future has to come in the present moment to be a reality. You cannot step into the future. The future comes to you. So you don't need to worry about the future. Just be ready. Whatever it is that you're anxious about for the future, just try and be ready. If it's an exam, you prepare for the exam. If it's whatever it is you need to do, just be ready and not worry and have faith. Try to be more present, my listeners. Try to be more present, meaning that your thoughts, you quiet your thoughts, you're just in the moment. When you're in the moment, you're able to focus on what you're doing. So you produce more. The quality of work you produce when you're in the present moment is much greater than if your mind was elsewhere while you're doing something. When I look at the young people these days, my listener, their mind is not here, and it's very frustrating to the parents because you give them a simple chore to do and they can't do it. All they want to do is play games. They want to be on their phones. They want to be on social media. That's what they do. They are not able to focus on anything that is happening in the present moment because their minds are elsewhere. We need to take control of ourselves, take control of our minds, my listeners. Become more present. It is quite concerning what is happening in our society, in our world. And you need to interrogate information for yourselves. Depending on the level of vibration that you are, the information will either be received or rejected. Okay? And as I said, I'll be doing a video on levels of vibration because we all vibrate at different levels. And depending on your level of vibration will determine how you understand the world, how you your quality of life, how you interpret things, and also your prosperity. That will determine your prosperity as well. So look out for that video on vibrational levels. All right, my listeners, let us take the time to be present. It's very important that we practice being present. It's very crucial. And for those who can meditate, you have a quiet time where you just sit and just focus. You can focus on an object in front of you, or you just close your eyes and try and quiet your mind and become more present. There's too many distractions in the world today, and it's taking away from us or the quality of life that we should be enjoying. And we need each other, regardless of the fact that we might think that we don't need each other. We need each other. All right, so I'm wishing for you a wonderful day, a blessed week. This is Nadra Brown. Thank you.